What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and today we're going to be looking over the new starter decks that are coming out sooner than later. So without further ado, let's check out the Adventure starter deck, shall we? So again, here is the Agumon WarGreymon style. So if you guys don't know how the Adventure deck's going to work, it's a multicolor deck that is going to basically be able to digivolve anything on top of anything, so you're never really bricking out in the list. You do lose out on some consistency, but because they created ways of mitigating that issue, it made the deck actually functional and very powerful. One thing I do recommend probably being played in this deck for right now on release is playing the Omnimon Zawart. I think having full access of Omnimon Zawart, being able to play your WarGreymon Ace plus your MetalGarurumon Ace for free is going to be nutty crazy. So first off, Koromon, this Digimon has a venture trait. It gets plus 1000 DP. So I think this is, if we take a look even at the Tsunaimon, you return one adventure trait from your trash to your hand. I think it's going to be, this one's going to be the one of, while the purple one's going to be the full play set. I think being able to get your pieces back is more vital than anything else. You know, Biyomon, being able to reveal the top three, add one Digimon card with adventure trait and one such Tamer card or option among them to your hand, return the rest of the bottom of the deck, and this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP. So being able to search, we definitely need these. So it's good to see where we're getting these as well. Then you have like Bergermon here. So on play, when digivolving, if your Tamer with adventure trait has 3 or more total colors, this Digimon may digivolve into a Digimon with adventure trait in your hand without paying its cost. So that's a very powerful skill. Free evolution, free skip evolution. I don't know why we're getting all these free evolutions, why Greymon X is still on the ban list, but you know, we're starting to see more and more free common evolves. You know, Garurumon. So the thing we're going to see with the ultimates, they're kind of all going to do the same thing, right? They're all going to have alliance, and then your turn once per turn when your other Digimon are played or digivolved. If any of them have adventure traits, one of your Digimon gains alliance for the turn, and then one of your Digimon may attack. So that's something to keep in mind, that all the ultimates have this bottom text, but they have unique, I think it's the unique on plays and when digivolving skills. So, and they all have the inherited alliance. So on play, when digivolving for the turn, one of your Digimon gains security attack 1, and for every 2 colors your Tamers have, gets plus 2000 DP. So that is actually pretty strong, being able to add in a security attack with the Garurumon. But you have Angelwolmon, that's one of your other Digimon, may digivolve into a Digimon with adventure traits from your hand without paying its cost. So free evolution, I think Angelwolmon is going to see some higher play. But you also have the security Gato. So at the end of the battle, play this Digimon without paying its cost. Give 2 of your opponent's Digimon security attack -1 until the end of their turn, and then one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2000 DP for the turn. So you're gonna expect, you know, Gatomon having this. There's no Solomon, but you know, you have Gato and Angelwolmon, but that's just because in Adventure you only really see Solomon. You know, Gatomon's rookie evolution like once in the whole thing, so just something to think about. Then you have Tentomon. So opponent's turn, your opponent can't reduce the dilution costs. So it's kind of cool to see that we have these in-house searchable, you know, Tentomon, which is going to be very important because being able to, your opponent can't reduce the dilution cost is really important. You know, Kabuterimon, if you have 1 or fewer Tamers, you may play a Tamer with adventure traits from your hand without paying its cost, and it gains piercing, which I think you're going to be maxing out on this thing, plus the other champion. I like that we have the free evolution, but being able to get a free Tamer out is super important. Then Mega Kabuterimon, one of your Digimon unsuspends, then for every 2 colors of your Tamers with adventure traits, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. You know, being able to suspend, then you can swing into them is really good. Then you have Agumon here. So while your opponent has a Digimon with 10,000 DP or less, or if you have Tamers with 3 or more total colors, this Digimon may digivolve into a WarGreymon in your hand for a Digivolution cost of 4, ignoring Digivolution requirements, and it gains reboot. So you combo it in with the new WarGreymon Ace. So this has been an improvement from the old WarGreymon Ace, which Oh, this is a glow up. So this one is on play when digivolving until the end of opponent's turn. For every 2 color tamers you have, for every 2 colors your tamers have, their Digimon's effects don't affect one of your Digimon. So you can produce protection skills, which is super important. And then when digivolving, when attacking, delete one of your opponent's lowest DP Digimon. So WarGreymon Ace, very powerful. Being able to produce a protection skill, which this deck definitely needs, is really solid. Then you have Sora and Kari. So start a main if you have a Digimon with adventure trait, gain a memory, and then your turn when any Digimon with adventure traits would be played from your hand by spending the same or reduce the play cost by 1. Then you have Tai and Izzy. When any Digimon with adventure trait would be played from hand by spending the same or reduce the play cost by 1. So again, I'm expecting us to be hard playing a lot of our stuff from these effects, but opponent's turn, all your Digimon with adventure trait gains blocker, which really is powerful because we need to be able to block and survive attacks while we're setting up. Then our Courage United. So while you have a Digimon or Tamer with adventure trait on the field, you can ignore color requirements, main draw two cards, then place this card in the battle area. Delay. When any of your level 5 or higher would leave the battle area, delay. You may play 1 level 5 or lower Digimon card with adventure trait from your hand without paying its cost. So what's very interesting about this is that basically when you would watch the anime, or you would see them taking on a boss Digimon, right? They would battle, one at a time, right? One would get knocked back, the other one would come in to kind of just rebound and just keep the pressure going. So it's kind of fitting what this card kind of does. It fits like how the anime started out with, they were a complete team, one after another would attack and just keep that pressure going. So it's kind of cool to see that they're uniting this effect basically from the anime. So Islands of Adventure. So this one is a field spell. Basically, while you have no face-up Island Adventure security cards, you ignore this card's color requirement. All your level 3 or higher Digimon get plus 2000 DP, which again becomes a rush strategy. And then main, add your top security stack to your hand, then place this card face up on the top security stack. Security, you may play 1 Tamer card from your hand without paying its cost. So very solid effect. Now you have Gomamon. All turns your opponents can't gain memory other than Tamer effects. So yeah, we got Gomamon being able to be a memory blocker. So that actually helps out as well because it'll combo nicely with the Tentomon. Ikakumon, basically security comes out. Again, I think we're going to be playing a little bit of a mixture probably of the security ones coming out because I think they're going to have some value. But Ikakumon, trash the top 2 Digivolution cards on one of your opponent's Digimon. Then one of their Digimon with no Digivolution cards cannot attack or block until the end of their turns. And then if you have 7 or fewer cards, draw a card. I think also drawing cards might be more important. It's going to be very weird. This deck is going to be very hard to build. I think ratios are going to be very strange. But Zudamon has the Alliance skill. We know this. But one of your opponent's Digimon... From one of your opponent's Digimon, trash any Digivolution cards for every 2 cards from your 2 colors your Tamers have, then return one of their Digimon with 1 or fewer Digivolution cards to their hand. So kind of funny, if they have X Antibody, the old one, at least you can still remove and bounce something, right? Now you got Booty Angemon here, booty assets are way too great on this card. So when digivolving, if you have 1 or fewer Tamers, you may play 1 Tamer card from adventure traits from your hand without paying its cost. And then when attacking, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2000 DP. I'm surprised we don't have Patamon in the list because Patamon was a long time running that way. To be straight honest with you, Patamon was the one rookie that stayed rookie far too long. Then you have Mega Angemon. Place one of your opponent's Digimon with 6000 DP or lower as the top security card. Then for every 2 colors your Tamers have, add 2000 DP to the maximum effect. Being able to remove a threat by placing it at the top of security is really strong. Then you do have Palmon on play by trashing 1 card from your with adventure traits in your hand, draw 2. So that's going to be vital because I think this Palmon's going to definitely see a higher play count. I think we're going to see a lower play count on Goma and Tentomon, but I think Biomon, Palmon, and then you're going to see some sort of Agumon and Gabumon. I like that they have the warp abilities, but long-term wise, I definitely think it's going to be, if you're going to be playing the deck as adventure complete, I think Palmon needs to be at a playset, Biomon needs to be at a playset, and Agumon and Tentomon and the Gabumon, I think, and Gomamon should be 2 of in each, if not a little less, but it's something just to keep in mind, right? Togemon is if your Tamers with adventure trait 3 or more total colors, this Digimon may digivolve into an adventure trait from your hand without paying its cost. That's going to be the weird part, right? I think you're going to want some sort of, you know, warp evolution counts. So maybe it's a full place of the Kabuteru plus Birdramon plus Togemon is going to be where you want to be at, because the free evolution, especially once you get the Tamers up and live, you know, is going to be really strong. Then you want probably a good healthy 2-2 split across for their ultimates. But suspend all your opponent's Digimon with 5,000 DP or lower. Then for every 2 color and Tamers, return one of their suspended Digimon to the bottom of their deck. So most likely you're going to be able to do a lot of damage that way. Now Gabumon, it does the same thing as the Agumon, but this one has when attacking, draw a card, then trash a card. Not bad. You're going to be able to warp into your MetalGarurumon Ace, which is a glow up from the other MetalGarurumon. So on play, when Digivolving, return one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon to the bottom of the deck. And for every 2 colors of your Tamers you have, add 1 to the maximum level. So this thing can bring back a 7 very comfortably. And then you may play 1 level 4 or lower Digimon card from your trash without paying its cost. So it'll always keep kind of just setting up, which is really nice. Then you have Joe and Mimi, you know, gains you a memory, but when any Digimon card with adventure traits would be played from your hand, by spending this Tamer, reduce the play cost by 1. Again, that's like the big thing, is you're going to be playing a lot of things for free, right? And then you have this one, when any Digimon cards with adventure traits would be played from your hand, by spending this Tamer, reduce the play cost by 1. All your level 5 or higher Digimon with adventure trait gain Rush. So again, this one's probably going to be one that you want to have higher copies of. Believe in our friendship, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 adventure trait among them to your hand, return the rest to the bottom of the deck, and then place this card in the battle area. Delay gain 2 memory. So this is our kind of like memory boost of the deck, which again, we needed one in way, shape, or form in the deck, because there's no way in hell you were going to play this game without a memory boost or training of some sort. So again, this is a really solid card. You're going to be playing this at a full play set. Genai's House. While you have no face up house of security, ignore color requirements. All level 3 or higher gain plus 3,000 DP, which means you're applying more pressure. And then add your bottom security card to your hand, then place this face up as a bottom security card, and then you may play a level 3 from your cards without trash. I think there's a lot going on with these decks, and that, you know, you're going to be playing these decks completely in a fun way, and you have one big cohesive strategy, which I think you're going to need a little wave or 2 of support, and then this deck is going to pop off real quick. But what do you guys think? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.